So my name is Asia James, and I am a former professional triathlete who in my years since am a person who has continued to do triathlons and done very well as one of the top masters female triathletes in the country. When I was younger, I did the Ironman Kona twice, 15th overall, both years that I did it with a time of just over 10 hours. I'm very proud of that as well. As I've grown and my body's been aging a little bit, I try to eat very well, but also I noticed I needed to do some strength training, which was what got me into the gym primarily. And doing that with upper and lower body work, even though I do spend a lot of time on the bike and running, it helps with recovery and these types of things. So in the winter months, since triathlons aren't really in season, it's hard to swim in the middle of winter, I decided to go ahead and pick up a little bit of bodybuilding. Actually, it's called figure posing, and have done fairly well. In my first several competitions, I've won one and then a third place and a fifth place. And I realize it's more than just a hobby for most competitors in that field. So it's coming on to fall now. Triathlon season's winding down, so of course I'm picking up the time in the gym, and we'll be doing my first figure posing again in October, and then a couple of events in November down in California, I think. So I'm pretty excited, but it does entail certainly a lot of commitment, and when you're preparing for the competition, you have to actually really watch your diet and do what's called cutting so that your muscle definition shows to express all your hard work, and lean body type, limited body fat, these types of things. And I think that's where most people have trouble with the way they express themselves in the actual posing. If you're not peaked, just like for a running race, if your body's tired, so if you're not peaked, you won't actually look your best. It's been kind of a different experience when I'm looking at the competitors around me backstage and they're getting all pumped up, and I'm just trying to take a deep breath and realize that my years of experience as a competitor will keep my nerves to a minimum, and I can go out there and do my best with my own expression and my own posing, and certainly hope for the best. So the bodybuilding competitions, they like to see more bulk and muscle. With the posing that we do, they like to see the outstanding musculature and very defined. Figure is with a female body type with some muscle and some style with that, but certainly not like physique, where it's a little more muscular, not as much as bodybuilding. However, the physique women do a routine to music. So there's a little bit of athleticism in that and flexibility. And then finally, at most bodybuilding competitions is also bikini competitions, where they truly don't want to see a lot of muscle, but it's merely feminine tone with some posing, and the posing is also a bit different. So bikini posing is a little more flaunting. Figure posing is a little more posing. Physique has some athleticism and flexibility, and bodybuilding is pure muscle.
Hello, my name is Cody Kirkham. I'm a friend of Steve Decker. I actually grew up in the Parowan area. I knew Steve pretty well. He contacted me and wanted me to do an interview, so here I am. About a year and a half ago, maybe not quite a year and a half, a little over a year ago, my wife and I, Tony Kirkham, she's a Lister, she grew up here in Parowan as well. We both decided that we wanted to get a little bit healthier, start eating better, start exercising, and she found a program that we started. I was very hesitant of doing this program because I'm not a big program weight loss guy, but she talked me into it like she does with most things. And in a matter of about 4 months, I dropped 60 pounds. In about 6 months, she dropped 60 pounds. As I started doing this exercise program that I was on, lifting and eating right and things like that, I was actually kind of challenged a little bit. And being a full-time firefighter, I don't back away from most challenges. There's a firefighter calendar that they do every year. They just started doing. This is the second year, and me and a few guys from work decided to take on that challenge. So I actually got a little more strict with what I was eating, more strict with my workout and how much I was working out. I've never really thought about competing like in physiques or anything like that, or the bodybuilding thing. I guess it's always an option. I know a few guys that I grew up with that are into that stuff and seem to really enjoy it. I've personally just enjoyed the way I feel now, the more energy that I have, the way I look. Obviously, it's a confidence booster. So the calendar, believe it or not, I mean, most firefighters are type A personalities, so they don't turn challenges down. But I mean, having your shirt off for the whole state of Utah, I guess, and more people to see, was a little bit of out of my comfort zone. It wasn't the easiest thing to do, but the cause, the calendar sells and all those things, they go for a good cause for the Cancer Society. And having lost a sister to cancer when she was 3, I thought it was a good challenge for me to push my body to the next level for a good cause. And